You know, Steve, we've featured a lot of Jewish comics from New York City over the past few years, but only one has been hailed as the king of chutzpah.
Great choice, Randy, and boy was this guy a great entertainer and a fixture in movies and television for almost 60 years.
All right, you got that?
5 shrimp cocktails.
Right.
5 sirloin steaks.
Splendid. Fly, my little dove, to the kitchen.
Good to see you.
Well, mine host, Mr. Adam Apopoulos.
$15 order, huh?
Is that charming? As busy as he takes time out to give us his personal attention. The warmth of his gracious hospitality.
I told you when these bums walk in, check with me.
Is he down to earth? Down to earth? And the fuss they make over Toots Shore.
Shut up. See, you no credit for these deadbeats.
Wait a minute. Did you all hear that?
What is it, Bilko?
You called me a deadbeat in a public place in front of all these people.
Well, if you pay for the time, I'll say it on the radio, too.
I'm Randy Hodgins.
And I'm Steve McClellan, and that was the fabulous Phil Silvers from his classic 50s sitcom, The Phil Silvers Show, playing the conniving Sergeant Ernie Bilko. Born in Brooklyn in 1911, Silvers was the son of Russian-Jewish immigrants and began entertaining in local theaters at the age of 11, later working in vaudeville and as a burlesque comic.
Silvers made his film debut in Hit Parade of 1941 and worked steadily as a character actor for MGM, Columbia, and Fox. As the studio system declined, he turned to the Broadway stage, appearing in High Button Shoes in 1947 and Top Banana in 1952, for which he won a Tony Award.
Silvers became a household name in 1955 when he starred in The Phil Silvers Show, playing Sergeant Ernie Bilko in that clip we heard earlier. The show was very popular, winning 3 Emmys for Best Comedy Program and running for 5 seasons. The Sergeant Bilko persona was later borrowed for the animated Top Cat TV series, and comedian Larry David has called it his favorite program.
After his show ended its run, Silvers continued to appear as a guest star on TV shows like Gilligan's Island, The Beverly Hillbillies, and most of the popular talk shows. He also starred in a number of now classic films, including A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, A Guide for the Married Man, and It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Here's a scene from that film featuring Silvers and Jonathan Winters.
Thanks for stopping. Listen, can you give me a lift?
What's with the little kiddie bicycle? What are you, some kind of a nut?
No, you see, I had an accident. Look, I gotta get to Santa Rosita and fast.
I can't help you, friend. I'm turning off the road a little way up.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let me just think. I gotta tell somebody. Look, have you got a couple of hours you could spare?
Couple of hours? Hey, pal, you've been out in the sun too long. You better watch yourself. You're starting to crack up.
Despite suffering a stroke in 1972 while working on a stage production of A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, Silvers continued to appear in TV shows and movies until he retired in the early 80s. Never a stand-up performer, Silvers worked exclusively as a comic actor, and in 1996 was ranked number 31 by TV Guide on its list of the 50 greatest TV stars of all time.
You can find out more about Phil Silvers and all our comedy legends, including video clips and extended audio cuts, at laughtracksradio.com. Thanks for listening, and until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Goodbye, everybody.